And now to our final story. Sometimes the biggest environmental warnings arrive quietly, not through storms or floods, but through absence. Across the western United States, monarch butterflies are disappearing at a staggering pace, and their decline is raising uncomfortable questions about how climate change, urban living, and everyday choices are reshaping the natural world.
Every winter, California's Pacific Grove used to change color. Not with festive lights or seasonal decor, but with monarch butterflies. Thousands of them draped over tree branches like living ornaments. Their orange and black wings fluttering gently in the coastal breeze. In 2025, the trees are almost bare. Pacific Grove, affectionately known as Butterfly Town, has long been one of California's most cherished monarch overwintering sites. Each late autumn, the butterflies arrive from the Pacific Northwest, completing a journey that spans generations. They rest here through winter, clustered together for warmth, before continuing their migration in spring. But something has gone terribly wrong. In December 2022, volunteers counted nearly 16,000 monarchs sheltering in the town's sanctuary. In December 2025, that number dropped to just 107. Not a fluctuation, not a bad year, but a collapse. Across the western United States, monarch populations have fallen by more than 99% since the 1980s. Scientists now warn that western monarchs face an almost certain risk of extinction by 2080 if current trends continue. And the butterflies that once defined Pacific Grove's identity are quietly disappearing. To conservation biologists, the monarch's decline is deeply unsettling. Monarchs are among the most closely studied insects in the world, making their disappearance a warning sign far beyond one species. The reasons for the decline read like a checklist of modern living. Coastal development has eaten away at green spaces since the 1980s, shrinking and isolating overwintering sites. Today, Pacific Grove's sanctuary is effectively an island of trees surrounded by houses. Then there is the climate crisis. Hotter summers, prolonged droughts, and unpredictable weather have made survival increasingly difficult for monarchs at every stage of their life cycle. This winter is expected to be one of the worst on record for western monarch numbers. And looming over it all is pesticide use.
So with climate change, we're seeing really strong storms, just like we had this winter. We had torrential rains and really strong winds. We lost some of the trees in the interior of the sanctuary, which, you know, the tree can fall down, but when a tree falls down, it also takes away all the understory and the smaller trees that are around it. So those are other elements that are also impacting the monarch butterfly.
In early 2024, Pacific Grove became the center of a troubling mystery when hundreds of monarchs were found dead in and around the sanctuary. A subsequent study detected traces of 15 different pesticides in their systems. Investigators could not identify a single source. The chemicals may have come from everyday residential use: garden sprays, insect repellents, products labeled organic but still toxic to butterflies. Homeowners are not required to report using them.
What's happening to monarchs is like death by 1,000 cuts. We know that over the past 30 years, monarch numbers have been declining at first really precipitously for about the first 15 years, and then slower and with a lot of annual variation from year to year.
At the federal level, progress has been halting. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has proposed listing monarchs as threatened under the Endangered Species Act, but the Department of the Interior has yet to make a final decision. For now, the butterflies remain unprotected in the places they need safety most. Butterflies are often treated as symbols of beauty, of change, of fleeting moments. Their absence tells a story about climate, consumption, and the unintended consequences of modern comfort. And as winter settles in once more, the question hangs in the air as lightly as a monarch's wing. If the butterflies don't come back, what else will we lose without noticing?